Freestyle Bruno Mars. Freestyle Bruno Mars. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I am here with you, Kitty Nona, and I am joined by Midnight. We will be casting tonight's match, H2O versus Devil's Order. You're with us here in the Echoes of Destiny tournament, powered by Monarchy and in partnership with Team Genesis. Midnight, what do you think? Are you feeling excited about tonight's match?
Definitely, today is one of the, I think, very two of the very strong teams here. I
I know. It's a match to really look forward to because these are honestly two of the strongest teams right now. Um, Along with teams like Team Catalyst as well. What do you think? Do you feel any sort of bias towards tonight's match, Midnight?
I feel like Hyper Reborn has been there for so long, for years. I think for like 5 6 years they've been on top, and they're still on top. They've been the national team as well, and yeah, I may be a little biased, but
I also feel a little bit biased, mostly because I'm Dishan's number one fan. I'm not even shy about it anymore. I do really hope tonight's match series goes well and we get a great match series to watch and cast. And just like that, we've gone right into the first match of the series. We are still looking at the bands though. There, I'm quite sure there's about 13 seconds more for the ban. First ban of the game. And with that, we have a Jushin being banned out.
No one can escape my iron fist!
Also, I think this Cyanide player is a very good mage player. His Lunox is pretty extraordinary, really hard to counter. So I feel like, will there be a Lunox ban for this particular player, Cyanide?
I think that you say that he is a very strong mage player actually, and we can see that from the bans that are coming in, even the Kimi gets banned out. I think that whatever is strong or whatever allows him, gives him more space to move around freely and do things for his team is what H2O is trying to ban out right now.
Definitely. We are seeing a Vadang ban here from Devil's Order.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess there is also a
They
Badang
call me a
player in
hero
H2O, but
because I saved
I
my
don't know.
nation from
I'm not
falling apart.
really sure about this Badang ban. The YSS ban, on the other hand, is
That's a
extremely, yeah, he's a very
really good.
strong, yes, yes, he's an extremely meta jungler right now, and it's very hard to deal with him in a match. So that ban completely makes sense. And we all know that Reboot he's very versatile in his jungle role. He's able to play these kinds of heroes to the optimum.
Definitely, and we are seeing a Sissy ban here as well. Sissy is a very strong pick in the meta right now, and I feel like Sissy is a really good ban, along with the Angela ban, which Angela just got a buff, and with
And
her
she's
alt
so
available.
spammable.
Yes, alt available in less than 20 seconds can be such an annoyance.
And just like that, we're looking at the first pick going over to H2O. What kind of pick do you think they'll go for first? Do you think they'll actually take an MM pick first, or do you think they'll go for more of a jungler pick?
So 1-1 Obsidia, those marksmen are open with the Nathan as well. Nathan is a very strong pick in this meta. And Hayabusa, Lance, and Aemon, those assassins are open as well. And we know Reboot can play any hero very well.
Even the
And we
strongest
are
of
seeing
currents
they are
melt
going for the
against
Bane
me.
pick.
I mean, it's getting played in MPL as well. I saw some videos of Kelra doing the Sigal
Experience the
combo in the
euphony
goal
of
lane, and I was like,
suffering.
whoa, it's
Oh,
quite a
Bane
strong
on
pick,
goal
but
lane.
yes, Bane goal lane.
Okay, Keller on Bane. Okay.
Scale round win. So maybe we'll see some plays like that from Uchi as well. With that, we can see that Devil's Order has gone for a Granger pick, but the Nathan is still open, like you said, like you said, Midnight. I don't really. I feel like Nathan is a very strong pick. I don't really understand why no one took it.
Exactly, and we are seeing a Alice pick. I didn't get to see Alice gameplay that much after the revamp. I'm very excited to see how the Devil's Order is going to play this pick.
Yeah, I know. I've been telling you about the Alice Jungle as well, right? It's quite interesting. It's when she gets the concentrated energy is when you really see her pop off. So let's see what kind of gameplay we'll get there. We can see two more picks coming in from H2O. By the way, I also really like that Alice skin, Midnight. That
From the forge
that
of
Alice skin to
creation,
me is
I
bae.
am the
That
bastion
is
of
not a
order.
skin,
Them play
that's
the
a
hero.
revamp model.
I will be the truth this
No, that
world
was the
desperately
chest
needs.
skin that she had on.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I love it, love it. So pretty.
Exactly. We can see a Gatot Kacha and a Yuzong being picked off from the side of H2O. Gatot Kacha is quite a strong hero to get picked out, and Yuzong also kind of really supplements in on the crowd control and damage. Let's see what kind of answer Devil's Order will be giving. What
Hyper
do you think
Reborn
about this?
already gone for three fighter picks. They have three fighters in their lineup. It's going to be very tanky, and a lot of damage coming in from the early game as well. I think it will
Among the
be good if
planes
Devil
exists the
Soda can go for a
equilibrium, which
if
I was made
Hyper Reborn
for.
can go for a carry ban.
Oh, that
As
would be a very, that would be quite an but we can
yeah,
already see,
great,
you know, the
great is
of
pretty
the,
much.
yeah. And with that, we have Cyanide on a Eve. Eve is actually my favorite hero in the
It
game,
is
and
in
I'm
despair
Your
that
really,
I
really
team is
see
happy
the
to
banning.
see
fondest
Eve
hopes.
getting picked out. With that, Devil's Order goes for the Nathan ban. I think they're not yet sure where the Bane will be going in the lane yet. Only we can see that at the moment. Um, and we have the next ban coming in from Devil's Order. What do you think, Midnight, about the pick so far?
Pick so far, I feel like Hyper Reborn has lot of early game potential. They can invade. They can take a lot of damage, do a lot of damage. Plus with the Gato as well, it will be pretty hard in the early game. That said, still Granger is also a uh, very strong pick early on. And I
Let's
really
make
want
the
to see
whole
how they're going
world
to play this
green and
Alice with the
lively.
Eve. I feel like it will be a really good combo. You can't really escape from Alice ult after getting caught in the
Eve's
Eve's
real world
ult.
manipulation.
Yes. Excited to see how that combo plays out.
And we can see that the fluorine has been banned out by
Let's go.
H2O, with that
Your
Iritel
team
also
is
getting banned
banning.
out just to make sure that the Granger has the maximum space to perform in this match. And like I
Sand
said
rises when I
earlier,
give the
Your
Devil's
word.
team
Order
is
is still
picking.
not really sure where the Bane is, which lane the Bane is going to be going in. It could be jungle, it could be EXP, sorry, it could be jungle, mid, or gold. From the perspective of Devil's Order right now, because Bane is such a versatile hero at the moment.
We are seeing a Khalid ban here as well. So what? Okay, I think they will be going for a very tanky Roma like Hylos
My
here.
mission is to protect
Your
lives.
It
team
looks
is
like that.
picking.
It looks like they are going for the Hylos. Hylos is able to take the amount of like a huge amount of damage from enemies. So it really makes sense when you pick a bit of a backline hero situation. Granger and Yve are both backline heroes. You need a very, very tanky front line in order for them to be able to provide the damage.
Do you think they shall we go for a Kadita pick?
I would love to see Dilshan on Kadita. And
Exactly,
Kadita
same here.
actually makes Eve's life difficult as well.
Oh, they're going for a Lunox pick.
We can
That's
see
unusual.
Reboot and Dilshan showing us Lunox and Ixia. It looks like
Come my
Ixi
way
and
or
Reboot will be
die. Your team
swapping.
is picking.
Ixia
They
will be
will.
going gold lane and Bane will be taking the jungle.
I think they did go for the Lunox pick as a tank killer because of the high loss, and Alice will be very
Alice.
tanky in the late game.
Exactly. I'm actually quite excited to see Dilshan play the Lunox. It's going to be very interesting. Lunox is actually someone that can also function within the real world manipulation with her light alt as well, and then go right into the backline to kill the squishies. So it's going to be very interesting to see this kind of matchup taking place.
Definitely, we are short a fighter player and we are seeing Xborg being picked here. Imagine that real world manipulation and that Xborg ult hitting with the Alice ult there. That's going to be nasty.
Midnight is so excited to see how the real world manipulation is going to be used in this match, you
Of
guys. And she's
course.
also very excited to see how the Alice is going to perform in the jungle role. And with that, we are going to be heading into the first match of the series, H2O versus Devil's Order. And this is me, Kitinona, with Midnight on casting. We are currently watching a match in the Echoes of Destiny tournament powered by Monarchy and partnered with Team Genesis.
As a jungler myself, I will be taking tips from this Alice. I will be. I'm actually very excited to see this match, how it's gonna turn out.
I just really love that Alice skin. That's all.
Yeah, she looks
That Alice skin is life.
good. You don't even play Alice.
Mm?
Ah, yeah, you play Alice.
5 seconds till the
Yes.
enemy reaches the
I forgot.
battlefield. Smash
Okay,
them!
so
All troops deployed!
We can see that now after the current update, we see that the mage and the side of the lane that the jungler is taking the first buff from doesn't really go to help with the buff. And that's mainly because if the roamer gets vision on them, if the enemy roamer gets vision on them, they are the ones who are going to get the EXP from it.
the Roma can even stay with the jungler and get EXP without jungler losing any of the gold.
Yup, absolutely. You can see a small back and forth between Lunox and Eve already in the middle lane.
Oh, Dilshan getting pretty low. Will he be able to? He does
And looks
get
like
low.
he's able to walk away without using any of his spells.
He does
The
get
Eve
low.
seems to be rotating. This Eve is playing quite aggressively, actually.
Yeah, like I think he's trying to give a hard time to jungler. Okay, fight going on in the bottom lane. A little poke from the roamers and they back off.
Hylos is quite strong early game in terms of his damage output. It's not so good when he's
I
trying
think
to
there's
make
a
damage.
split going on in
It
the
looks
top
like,
and
yes,
Uzi secures the kill on Xbox right there. Dark Winters, beautiful first blood from Uzi and another fight going on in the middle. Reboot secures the kill on Gotti's back.
absolutely. And with that, we can still see their flicker being used by Eve while Alice is trying to get away with 1 HP, but basic follows and he's been taken down by Dilshan. The first turtle going over to the side of H2O, they have started it and they seem to have the bigger advantage here.
Look at that aggression and the turtle is secured by Hyper Reborn right there. Beautiful zoning from Wilson coming there.
Absolutely. We can see now that both teams have gone back to their farm. I saw earlier Eve was recalling to replenish her mana and now Dilshan is doing the same.
Oh, dagger goes down there.
Dagger goes down there. I'm guessing that was with the ult of the Xborg. Beautiful kill taken by Dark Return. A 1v1, isn't it?
Yes, both ults were used there and Dark Return. Dagger takes too much damage from the tower and goes down to Dark Return's ult there. There will be a small fight going on here in the mid. Alice is still not ready with her buffs. Good poke.
But we can see Dark Return going in for excellent poke. Dagger returning the poke damage back. It's really looking to me like a very mid-centered game. All skirmishes are taking place in the mid lane. Even the two MMs are rotating towards the mid lane.
Definitely, we don't see much of a rotation and ganks in the lane except for in the mid lane here.
And with that, a real world manipulation coming in from Eve, Alice going for the kill. Eve securing a kill on Reboot. Alice securing the kill on Dilshan. While Yuzong takes his ult and tries to go into the tower looking for a few more kills, but decides to back off.
Loses his buff right there. Alice good thinking and quickly secures that enemy buff there. slowing down their farm even more.
Yes, but he doesn't go for the turtle immediately.
Turtle is still up online, but he's being taken down currently by Team Hyper Reborn. Beautiful zoning and easy turtle for reboot there.
It really looks like they gave up. They got some really important kills. They took down Reboot and Dilshan, but they weren't able to go for the turtle. Instead, the turtle does go over to H2O, and we can see that H2O is now camping in the bot lane, hoping to gank the gold laner. Eve and Hylos on their way to see what's up. What's up, Midnight? What's up?
What's up is Dilshan taking down Floaty right there and making that grand escape. And
But then gets caught in the real world manipulation and is taken down by the Eve. Hylos has
what a
knocked off his
beautiful
glorious
combo
path.
with that Alice and that Expo. That double kill was insane. That follow up from Devil's Order is
It was an
insane.
extremely good punish,
Blue team turret
honestly,
has been destroyed.
Definitely.
from Devil's Order.
Push too hard, that's what you get.
And the bottom tier tower, the first tier tower from bottom side is taken down by Devil's Order, while Dagger equalizes, taking down the first tier tower on the top side.
Such great follow up from Floaty's team. Came for the backup, even though he did go down there. They managed to get all those kills there.
Yep, it looks like both teams are quite evenly matched at the moment. Though Devil's Order does have a bit of a goal lead on H2O. But to me, it really looks like it could go either way with the level of aggression that both teams are giving right now. The third turtle of the game is about to spawn. We can see Devil's Order trying to mobilize towards it. Glorious pathway being popped onto Nikki, having to use Guardian to get out of there.
Will Starfy to be able to get out of there in one piece. He does not good
It
aggression.
gets punished. And with that, Dagger goes right in and shuts down the Eve. Bane securing the kill on it.
Lot
Alice
of damage taken there by Dagger, but will he be able to secure that turtle? He is able to see. Will he be going for any more kills? They do back off his safety, but Alice jumps into the team fight, but he does go down. It's really hard for tanky heroes to deal with a Lunox.
Absolutely. And Eve was not there this time to punish the Lunox. Using her real world manipulation as soon as she spawns Granger securing the kill on Reboot.
Definitely, that is a very good kill from Devil's Order.
A glorious pathway being popped, Avatar of the Guardian landing on Hylos only. Dilshan
From
HP.
Floaty.
Yes, even though he was taken down in the goal lane, he's giving back the aggression as much as he can, poking H2O as much as possible. We can see Dagger kind of low on health here, being taken down by the entire team of Devil's Order mobilizing in mid lane, with H2O not being able to defend against this onslaught.
Definitely.
Midnight, what do you think so far? What are your thoughts on this match?
I feel like both of the teams are so evenly matched. Look at the goal lead. It won't pass 1k. It just did, I think. But like for the longest time, they had the same goal lead. None of them had
Red
the
team turret has
same
been
goal.
destroyed.
Exactly. We can see
And
both teams are playing so well against each other.
Blue
Both
team
teams
turret
got
has
two
been
towers.
destroyed.
I think Devil's Order just got an extra tower right now. They do have the mid tower from Hyper Reborn side. So this is a very good advantage from their side. The whole jungle is open for invading.
Yes, the whole jungle is open for invading. However, the first lord of the game has spawned in. It looks like Devil's Order are in a much more advantageous position than H2O that are being slowly chunked away. Nikki having to recall back to base while the rest of the team pushes forward.
Will they be going? Will they be committing for Lord? I think they
It
are
looks like they're
committing.
committing for Lord, yes.
Red team has slain the Lord.
Granger securing the Lord. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the first Lord being taken by Devil's Order.
Definitely good zoning from them, and I
Can we actually see the items?
yes. So we can see, we do see a Sky Piercer on the Ixia and the Granger here, and Bane has Sky Piercer online as well. Oh,
But
there's
Midnight, as you're speaking, there's a huge team fight taking place in the middle lane.
Blue
A
team's turret has
beautiful
been
ultimate being
destroyed.
used by Uchi to zone away Devil's Order and defend the Lord. However, Dilshan and
Blue
Dagger
team's turret
do
has
go
been
down
destroyed.
for it. With Floaty also being taken down by H2O.
Blue team turret has been
they are
destroyed.
able to secure 3 more towers with the first load of their game. A good push coming in from Devil's Order. I think they took the maximum use they can with this load.
And Midnight, we can actually see that Alice in her build, she has the Cursed Helmet, Athena Shield, and she just got the Anti-Cuirass. She has built fully defense, no concentrated energy in sight yet, but her ultimate still does a huge amount of damage regardless.
Definitely, she is going full on tanky. So I think the only person who can stop this Alice right now is the Lunox.
Absolutely, but the Lunox is also having a tough time surviving at the moment.
Definitely, I don't think the Eve is letting Lunox roam around freely doing that to Alice.
Absolutely, we can see a small skirmish starting out in the bottom side, but it looks like Devil's Order decided to retreat from that engagement. We can see a corrosion side, Sky Piercer, and Sea Halberd on Uchi at the moment.
Devil's Order is going for a lane freeze here, denying more gold from Hyper Reborn.
Absolutely. I think they're trying their best to buy some time until the next Lord. They're already positioned around it. Only Dark Return is at the top lane by himself.
There's a
10 seconds to the next Lord spawn. We can see Devil's Order has really positioned themselves beautifully around it and then immediately start going for the Lord as soon as it spawns. We can see Reboot trying to go for to see if he can get into
Red
the
team
pit,
has
but
slain the Lord.
it looks like again for the second time Granger will be securing the Lord.
That was a very quick load from them. So they are
And
4 kills ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Avatar of the Guardian being used on two members of Devil's Order, real world mutilation, getting pop, catching two reboots, getting sunk so low, having to withdraw as soon as he can. No kills being taken by either side.
The Lord is marching on in the mid lane. Devil's Order backs off. I think they will replenish their health and come back right into fight for the inhibitor towers.
They may be able to come back for the fight for the inhibited towers. However, Gatotkacha is minus his Avatar of the Guardian and Eve is minus her real world manipulation. What do you think about this, Midnight?
They are popping her ult as well. So this is, I think he just got his ult back again. Real world manipulation is being popped. Will Ixia be using his ult here. So much support from both sides. Look at the damage from Lunox chasing away Devil's Order so low.
Absolutely, it looks like both sides quickly retreated. They did manage to get the mid inhibitor tower though, so I feel like they are doing really well in terms of advancement. Do you think H2O will be able to make a comeback here, Midnight?
We did see a good damage coming in from that Ixia and Lunox right there in the team fight that chased the Devil's Order away right into their bases right there with that one team fight. So I
Absolutely.
definitely they are at a lane disadvantage. They only have two inhibitors remaining while they have only taken two towers from Devil's Order side. So I think they need to play more smarter, and if they can go for the next load, they might have a good chance of winning this game. But I don't think Devil's Order will let them do it that easily.
Absolutely. Devil's Order is playing an extremely disciplined game at the moment. They are not going for way too much aggression, only trying to pressure H2O into retreating to their base, biding their time until the third lord of this game spawns. There's really interesting split push coming in from Dagger. He's quickly trying to recall to base and manages to successfully do so. Very nerve-wracking moment for Dagger, I'm guessing.
Definitely, third Lord is up, and they are straight up going for to secure that Lord. Will they be able to? Will Hyperico be able to secure Lord? They are desperately trying here.
Blue team hero has been slain.
An avatar of the Guardian by Katukata misses and he was taken down. Dagger trying his best to go for Floaty, but Alice manages to secure the Lord. Reboot now recalling to base while Devil's Order chases the kill on Yuzong securing the kill. The Lord already marching down the middle lane.
Already, I think this will be a very hard defense for Hyper Reborn. All five of
Devil's Order are now marching down. Excellent ult coming in from Ixia, trying his best to do whatever he can to chunk down on the enemy.
Dive jumping right into Ixia, forcing her to get
Back off.
Definitely look at that damage from Bane and Lunox right there. Everyone from Devil's Order is very low. They are forced to back off once again. How did they defend that?
That was a truly top tier defense coming in from H2O. They had two members of their team down, but they managed to do whatever they can to chunk down the enemies and defend the base.
Definitely, it was a 3v5 and a load with enhanced minions. How did they manage to defend that? That was such great gameplay from Hyper Evolve.
Absolutely agreed. We see Alice picking up a Twilight armor, hoping to defend against. You know that Twilight armor actually has defense against physical and magic damage both. Dilshan trying to get his position to surprise the enemies, but it seems to have failed and he's backing off now. We can see like Devil's Order is really maintaining that discipline. They are not engaging unless they really have to pressure H2O into retreating.
Definitely, this is a very crucial load for both teams. I feel like the team that is able to secure this load will have a very high chance of winning the game.
Absolutely. We all know the fourth lord of the game is exceptionally stronger than the ones before it, and already the middle inhibitor tower is gone. A glorious pathway being used by Hylos, but Dagger managing to slip right past it. Nikki's help getting chunked down by Yield and Granger both, while Bane pops his ult, followed up their beautiful Ixia ult. Darkseer using her flicker to reposition herself. The
Red
team
team's
fight
turret
still
hero has been
being
slain.
engaged on Yuzong, securing the kill on Yves there. Looks like
It's
Yves
such
got
a
really
great
caught out.
kill. Such a great kill for Hyper
Such a
Reborn
vital
side.
kill. Yes,
Definitely,
absolutely.
this gives Lunox so much space and so much
So much more opportunity to do what she does best, which is take
definitely
down. We can see Alice going
taking down the
in.
Alice. He is going down, and the Lord is secured by Hyper
Red
Reborn
hero
here.
has been
They
slain.
played their cards very well,
While
very
Ziltan
patiently.
tries to use his flicker to clean up on the kills, but his Chaos Assault misses onto the X-Borg and they have now retreated.
Red
Devil's Order
team
is now
turret has
three
been
members
destroyed.
down, and H2O has secured the Lord, who is marching down the bot side lane. It looks like H2O is mobilizing in the middle lane, trying to get the mid tower.
Lord
But
is
that's not going to be very easy, no, because Eve is back.
definitely. I think they really do need to get the kill on to the Eve if they need to do something
Red
in
team
these
turret
team
has been
fights.
destroyed.
Dagger getting poked a lot from Dark Return here, backs off, and he's able to replenish his health there.
Red team
We
turret
Mid
can see
has
the
tower
been
middle tower
destroyed.
being taken down. It looks like H2O is pushing top and mid side as much as they can while they let the Lord march down on his own.
definitely this is a very strong Lord with strong minions as well, very tanky. Will they be able to do something here? Will they be able
Red
to get
team
a
base
few
turret has been
kills?
destroyed.
They do secure the bot lane inhibitor there.
I'm not really understanding why Gatotkacha is now using his avatar of the Guardian to dive in. This is the perfect opportunity to use their aggression to force something to happen. But I also understand all members of the side of Devil's Order is still there, and this might be a little bit more complicated, isn't it, Midnight?
Definitely it could be deadly to jump in with that Eve X Borg and Granger online there as well.
It looks like Nikki might be getting caught out here, but no, he's able to get away. Dagger and Dark Return are kind of in a 1v1 situation, but I think they're focusing more on
Look
clearing the
at that
lanes than fighting
steal
each
from
other.
Reboot, denying Alice her blue buff.
Absolutely, and you can see Nikki getting caught out again, have being forced to use his avatar of the Guardian to get away. The fifth Lord of the game spawned has just spawned. Will H2O be able to do something about this?
Definitely already Bane ult has been from Nikki getting caught there alone. I think he will be going down. Dagger is coming into the backline for support. Uchi pretty low, but the ult does a really significant damage on two Devil's Order. Look at
Blue
Dagger
team has
going on
slain
to
the
the
Lord.
back
Team hero
line,
has
doing
been
damage.
slain.
So beautiful.
Double kill on to
Even
the
Nikki
Lunox.
actually went on to the Eve.
Definitely. So much damage secured, and I think
Hero
Reboot
has been
goes
slain.
down here. Got a little bit too aggressive.
Yes, and then got caught out, isn't it? But H2O has secured the Lord and he is now marching down the bot side again. Two members of Devil's Order are down while only one member of H2O is missing in this onslaught.
Definitely, I feel like was that a mistake? Bane getting taken down right before those spawns. Will they be
Yes,
able to end the game with this Lord, or will they
Red team
will
base turret has been destroyed.
Devil's Order take this to another Lord, to
Base
the
turret has
sixth
been
Lord of the
destroyed.
match?
my goodness, that would be really quite something. Hylos using his glorious pathway to deny the enemy from advancing any further. They make a beautiful defense, although they have lost all three inhibitor towers. They are able to defend. However, the minion pressure seems to be quite dire.
Definitely, Devil's Order, they were able to defend their base nicely. They lost all their towers with no inhibitors standing. This puts on so much pressure onto them with enhanced minions marching through all three lanes, while enhanced minions from their side will only be marching through mid to Hyper Reborn side.
Yes. And going back to your earlier wanderings, Midnight, I do think that Reboot made a little bit of a mistake there. Definitely, if that were you making that mistake, I would have shouted at you very much.
Yes, so good thing I don't make mistakes like that. So, yeah, the sixth lord will be spawning in 15 seconds, and both teams are desperate for this lord because I feel like this lord will be the decider of this match.
Absolutely. We can see Dilshan sitting on a 733 KDA with his full build plus an immortality already. So we know he is quite devastating to the enemy team, especially with the Istria Bane combo that's taking place in this match right now. And Dagger and Nikki doing whatever they can to single out the Eve.
Definitely Ricky getting caught up here a bit. Immortality is still online. Will he be able to use his ult defensively and escape? He does good damage from Last Insanity onto Reboot. Dagger chasing onto Floaty, but will he be? He is getting caught out here. He goes
Hero has been
down,
slain.
trying to take a 1v4 while
Team has slain the
Hyper
Lord.
Reborn easily takes down Lord there. Such a good distraction from Dagger there, sacrificing
Absolutely, he was
himself.
in position there for quite a long time, and as soon as he saw the Granger, he tried to engage. Luckily, Devil's Order was there to protect the Granger. They retreated in order to protect the Granger.
Definitely, but that cost them the Lord. Will this Lord cost them their match here?
We will only see now. We can see Lord marching down the middle lane. I'm quite curious also to see if this will be a game-changing point. Is this going to be GG on the side of H2O?
Definitely, Lord is slowly marching down through the
Yes,
mid lane.
they're trying to buy as much time as possible in order for Dagger to respawn. Devil's Order is trying to use that to their advantage and go forward to take down the Lord. Dilshan easily copying his Chaos Assault, but then getting chunked down by the Granger.
Gets shut down by Floaty. Good damage from Ixia onto Floaty, and Immortality pops on Hilo.
Meanwhile, we
Yeah,
can
look
see
at
Reboot
Reboot.
inside the enemy base, trying.
Almost half of the HP from base team gone. Enhanced minions are going on to the tower. Hyper Reborn secures their first win of this series.
Oh my God, what kind of distractions were they? It
Even
looked like
I
Devil's
missed that.
Order was trying to take advantage of the fact that Dagger wasn't there in order to take down the Lord as fast as possible. But they did not see the bot side minions being carried over by Reboot. My goodness.
Definitely, even we missed that. I think we were very focused onto the team fights while we saw him going around the base, getting all that damage onto the base there.
Yes, and he actually held that he was actually attacking the base tower for quite a while because even though Eve and someone else was there, he was still trying his best to attack the base.
Definitely, that was such great gameplay and objective focus right there. Without
Absolutely
staying,
agreed, Midnight.
definitely without staying back for the team fights, how he just went on to the base there. Very
Absolutely. It
good
was, I
thinking.
mean, I definitely didn't see that coming. I was absolutely shocked to see it happening even. I thought it might have been a bit of a GG moment when Devil's Order tried to went forward to take down the Lord, but it looks like H2O used that to their advantage beautifully.
Definitely, the lane pressure was too much for them to handle it that late in the game.
Absolutely. We can see Midnight in their builds. But before we talk about the builds, actually, we can see that Dilshan has taken over the winning MVP of this game. A KDA of 743 under his belt. And we can see that Ghost is back, is actually the MVP of Devil's Order.
Definitely, we saw such good gameplay from the Hylos, denying those base pushes with the glorious pathway. He did a lot of things there to defend their base with his team. We saw such good combos with Eve, Exburg, and Alice. I was loving those team fights. We saw
Oh
such
my God,
aggression
yes.
from that Alice coming on to, but I think Alice was. Uh,
We can
Yes,
see
shut
actually that
down with
Alice
the
has
Lula.
built both Athena and Radiant in this match. um,
Definitely, because of that Lunox hunting him down every time. Uh, Alice, at every
Shows himself.
objective, we did see Dilshan hunting the Alice down there.
Yes, absolutely. His Chaos Assault was doing so much to the Alice, and as soon as he saw the Alice, he was trying his best to engage.
Definitely,
We can also see Uchi has also a full build, but no boots in his build. He was purely there to supplement everyone's damage with his ultimate. That's what
definitely.
I'm understanding from the build that Uchi has cultivated here.
We did see such good damage from Uchi in those team fights, chasing uh, Devil's Order
And
back to
honestly,
base
some very
three, four
perfectly
times.
timed ultimates. Like, honestly, very, very perfectly timed ultimates coming in from Uchi.
Definitely.
What were you going to say, Mina? You were going to say something just now, no?
Yes, I was saying how after Uchi pops his ult, most of the Devil's Order had to back off to base after every team fight with every person low. They had to do that around 3, 4 times. We
Yes, and
saw
that's
that.
actually what kept them from going for the base tower as well, no? Um,
Definitely. Like
yes.
all five of them were low recalling to base. Such good combos from Hyper Reborn team.
Absolutely. It looks like they've really, really found their niche style of gameplay and they have perfected it to the level. Even when it looks like they're losing, they still manage to pull something out of a hat and win it.
Definitely. Hyper Reborn is more known for push wins, I think, more than team fights. We have seen this in other tournaments as well. This team is a very tower and push focused team.
Yes, absolutely.
We did see that right there, although we did we missed it for a bit.
Yes,
Reboot
we
showed us
also got completely distracted.
definitely. Reboot just
But that was
reminded us,
honestly a very,
we are
yeah.
hyper reborn. We go for the towers first.
Yes, exactly. And you're with us here today in the Echoes of Destiny tournament. Just a small reminder for everyone. We are currently in the Echoes of Destiny's tournament powered by Monarchy and in partnership with Team Genesis. You're here with me, Kitty Nona, and Midnight as casters. We have now gone into the second match of the game series between H2O and Devil's
No one
Order.
can escape my
And
iron
again,
Your
we can
fist.
team
see
is
the
banning.
Badang being banned out. Their
Same
first
that
ban in the last game as well.
I feel like, is this a respect ban for Dagger? But we did see Dagger really good on the use on there, so much zoning and the
So much
diving.
precision, I feel like. So
Definitely,
much precision. He had only one mission,
Butterfly is
and
Your
that
born by
team
was
thy
is
wish,
render
banning.
or yield. And
guided
he
by
performed
lantern's
it
light.
to the best of his abilities.
definitely. I think one of the reasons Hyper Reborn was able to secure that load one of the most important
Yes.
reasons actually, that distraction and that dive onto floaty there,
Yes,
pressuring them to
absolutely.
back off and threatening them that much.
Absolutely. He actually did that for two lords. Both him and Nikki did that for two lords. They tried to pressure Floaty as much as possible.
Definitely, we are seeing kind of the same bands from both sides, the Shukshin and the Badang. Badang, I feel like is a respect band here. What do you
They
think?
call me a
Do you
hero
think
because I saved
Badang
my
can
nation from falling apart.
do
I'm not
some?
Even the
sure. At
strongest
the
of turrets
moment,
fail to save
in
me.
my personal opinion, I don't see Badang performing that well. But I can understand if it's in the hands of the player, right?
Definitely, it always is. Even a non-meta hero can be played as a meta if it's in the correct
Absolutely.
hands.
Absolutely.
That said, we are seeing YSS being banned as usual, and the Bane being banned from Hyper Reborn side. They do not want to give this Bane away to Devil's Order.
It looks like they're trying to go for a completely new kind of composition,
Light
maybe
me
in their
up and
lineup
watch
this
the
time,
world
and they don't
burn!
really want the Bane being taken away from them.
Absolutely. Xbox is being banned here. Devil's Order, they don't want the Xbox being taken away as well.
It looks like extremely good bands coming in from both teams right now. They're being very wary of each other and trying their best to hold on to whatever advantage that they have in their teams.
Angela is still open
Marcus,
and Alice
your
that
will it
they
grant
have banned
immortality
Alice here. Was
or
Alice that much of a
death?
menace to be banned from Hyper Reborn?
Absolutely, because we can see the level of aggression that came out from the Alice in the previous game. And the only reason she got so chunked down so fast is because of the Lunox.
Definitely, it is pretty hard to get objectives with an Alice and her slow and all that damage getting onto you. Angela is open with the Nathan. We did not see any Nathan picks. Sissy is open from the past bans as well. Will will they
In
be
my
going
head,
to?
all there is right now is, oh my god,
Let's hear from
Angela.
the crowd.
But we can
Your
Make some
see the
team
noise
is
for
Sissy
yours
picking.
being picked
truly.
out by Dark Return. Interesting spell. I'm quite sure he might change that later, but interesting spell.
Interesting spell indeed. We are seeing the Nathan finally being shown such a great pick in this meta. I think he's almost broken.
He is broken.
He is broken, and Devil's Order they
But the two
let
And there
greatest
are
Hyper
two
infections.
broken heroes
get
going over to the
too
side of it
broken
too.
here.
Oh my god. I don't know. That just looks disgusting.
This is going to be very disgusting. This is I have we
I
I
are
am
trust this
speechless.
will be worthy of my
Your
speechless.
team
talent.
is
That
shaken.
is
Your
such a
casters are
nasty
speechless.
pick. That is such a nasty pick from Hyper Reborn side.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
imagine that Angela are getting spammed every 15 seconds.
Oh my god, oh my god. What kind of answer
See
will
value in
Devils ought to
me?
be giving back? We can see a
You
Predrin and
should.
Father
Payback. Your
instantly
team
being
is
locked
picking.
down. I feel like this creates a bit of an opportunity for Dilshan on the Kadita.
Definitely such a great pick for Fredrin and the Fasa right there.
Yes, absolutely. And there is absolutely no issues with taking a Fredrin pick right now because they have already picked out the Chichi as well.
Definitely. I think with oh they're interesting.
They're looking at a Cyclops pick, you guys. Dilshan is right now showing a Cyclops. Changes to a Zetian. And then a
Okay.
Xavier. He seems to be playing with us a little bit.
Kadita.
This time,
And he
the
locks
choice is
down the
mine.
No.
Xavier.
And I think Xavier is a pretty good pick, has a really good range, and can keep this Fredrin away from the team fights and slow him down immensely.
Absolutely. Excuse the background noise coming from my side right now. But we can see the next phase of the band's about to start. H2O has the advantage here.
Already got him lined up in my
Definitely,
sight.
they
Team
should be
is
going in
banning.
for a marksman and roam ban, while Devil's Order will be going in for a jungler and EXP ban.
Yes, we can see the Kimi getting banned out. Kimi is, although risky in the goal lane, is a
Now
very
Akai enters
is
the
still
Your
scene.
team is
quite a
banning.
strong pick. And Akai getting banned out. We've seen, I think, I don't know, yeah, I think we've seen reboot on the Akai quite a few times, right? He's Akai jungle is very good at zoning the objectives.
Definitely, and we can see that Hyper Reborn's team is very squishy right now. They should be going in for like two very heavy tanks if
Let's
they
make
have
the
to
whole world
survive
Your
here,
team is
and the
banning.
carry pick is open for Devil's Order to take if they do go for a tanky pick.
Yes, that's actually quite questionable why they didn't want to ban out the carry.
Exactly.
Um, But yes, the H2O right now does need a more utility damage taking last two picks coming in. Let's see what kind of ban Devil's Order will be giving them. They have
Rocks
already
need no
denied
Your
protection
H2O of
team
from
the
is
the
Akai,
banning.
and
wind.
they follow that up with a Baxia ban denying them further.
Definitely, they will have to go for a very tanky EXP and jungler here if they need to sustain the damage coming in from Devil's Order side.
But that's also difficult to do when there is a pick on the enemy side like a Sissy, isn't it, Midnight?
Definitely.
Let them
And
play the
Dagger
hero.
locking
Your
onto the
I will
team
Yu
be
is
the
Zong
banning.
truth this
against
world
the
desperately
second Yu Zong
needs.
match of the series. Let's go, Dagger on Yu Zong.
Yes, we will be seeing those precise kills and dives onto the marksman. Very excited to see how this will
Fight!
play out
Fight for
here.
the ultimate answer.
It looks like Devil's Order will be going for a goal lane CC. A Hilda getting
Sun
locked
rises when I give the
along with the
Your
word.
team is
Khalid. So I'm
picking.
guessing Hilda, I'm not sure which one is Rome and EXP yet, but definitely we have now understood that CC will be going through the goal lane.
Definitely, there's two revitalizers online from Devil's Order side as well. They will be pretty tanky and pretty sustainable.
Yes, absolutely. And Reboot is now showing us a Guinevere followed up by an Esmeralda. What kind of pick will he be locking down? I feel like a Guinevere would be quite an interesting choice, especially if he's able to land the second skill um, on a few good units.
Definitely, with Fasa and Fredrin online, I feel like Guinevere will be a really good pick here, and he locks in the Alpha.
I guess it's the true damage capability, right? Nathan is not enough here. We need the alpha as well.
Definitely, I think Alpha is a really good pick to go against a tanky fighter like Fredrin.
Fredrin,
Very
absolutely.
sustainable. Yes, it is pretty hard for assassins to do much with this Fredrin pick.
Agreed, Midnight. And with that, we will be going into the second match of the series. We are here. I will just keep repeating this. We are here at the Echoes of Destiny tournament, powered by Monarchy in partnership with Team Genesis. You're here with me, Kitty Nona, and Midnight. We are going into the second game of this series between H2O and Devil's Order. The last match was won by H2O in an extremely nail biting comeback. And we have now gone into the land of
Five
dawn for the
seconds till the
second
enemy reaches the
match.
battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Midnight, what do you think about this Faza pick right now?
Interesting pick. I feel like Fasa is a very strong mage in the early game and in the late game as well, with so much range. But
And
right
as
now,
you said that actually, Faza managed to chunk down um, Angela's HP to half with just one skill, and a beautiful follow up coming in from Hilda made the Angela flicker right into the tower. And as that happened, we were hit with a pause. Quite sure some players are experiencing some technical difficulties, and please bear with us until we sort that out.
of course, I was just thinking from Devil's Order side, compared to all the other heroes, Fasa is looking very juicy right now. I feel looks very squishy compared to all the other heroes. I feel like he will be the main target of every team fight because it is very hard
Absolutely.
to kill every other hero. There's a Sissy, Fredrin, Khalid, and Hilda. Those are all tanks.
Absolutely. Even the Fredrin in the jungle is tanky. The goal lane is sustainable. The EXP is tanky, and Faza is the only juicy hero in the team lineup at the moment. And yes,
Yes,
and
indeed.
with that kind of I don't know, I feel like it creates a bit of a risk, right? Because on H2O side we have players that really mark their enemies, and I feel like this is making Faz a very easy target. And we can see that they do have a dive comp. Nathan is able to dive, Yuzong is able to dive, and so is Alpha.
Definitely, that's what I was thinking. This is going to be a very hard match, especially for Fasa. It will be so hard for him to ult in one
Absolutely.
place with all
Peacefully.
those divers. Imagine
Peacefully.
just ulting and all of those divers just rushing into the ult.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I guess we're going to see it in a few minutes once they have all reached level 4 and a huge fight breaks out. Let's see how it goes. But yes, so far, that's how it's looking to us at the moment.
That said, Hyper Reborn, they look pretty squishy too. They only have Alpha and Yusong, a little bit sustainable. I don't think Alpha is that much
I don't
sustainable.
know. I don't know, Midnight. I disagree with you on that. I feel like they are the perfect amount of damage and sustain, and Angela just makes them a tank.
That is also true. So I'm excited to see how this will turn out. That is so true. Angela can make anyone a tank. So unless Devil's Order will be able to burst down Angela before team fights, they will be able to face more tankier heroes in the team fights.
Absolutely. We can see is there a little bit of a lag, yeah, on the side of Khalid? I'm guessing he's still in the base. He hasn't been able to go to the lane yet. I'm guessing that's where the issue lies. Let's see what happens after the pause. But that's how it's looking like to me at the moment. I'm quite concerned though actually about Angela's flicker that came in the first few seconds of the game.
Definitely, I don't think they expected Fasa to put out that much of damage at level 1.
And I think it was also the follow up with the Hilda, right? Because Hilda is also extremely strong in the early game, and she's quite her second skill damage is very concerning in the early game. So I'm quite sure that took Nikki by surprise there, and no matter how fast the pause was, Angela's flicker was a little bit faster, wasn't it?
Definitely. The post can't delay the flicker. So,
I'm making jokes about flickers here.
right.
And it looks like we'll be going back into the land of Dawn. We might be going for a rematch, I think, in my opinion.
Yes, a rematch is being taken here.
Yes, yes. Rematch. Let's go. I don't know. I feel like a rematch is advantageous for both sides in this game right now.
Angela gets a
Another flicker back.
right flicker back. Can play more safe, right? Safe, I guess.
Please, I don't know if the live is still on actually, but please do bear with us as we go into a rematch with both sides. This could take a few minutes, so please bear with us.
So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older.
Okay.
Welcome back after a brief pause and a redraft. We are back in the land of dawn. You're here with me, Kitinona, and Midnight. We are right now watching the second match of a best of three
5 seconds
series
till the
between
enemy
Devil's
reaches the
Order and
battlefield.
H2O.
Smash them! All troops
Definitely.
deployed!
This this is the
Let's
second match, and this is a best of three series.
Yes, and we can see this time Hilda and Khalid both going over to check on the buff. Hilda quickly getting a vision backing off while Khalid goes for an engaged dagger.
Look at that damage from
Thankfully
Khalid.
saved for a little bit of a follow up.
Definitely so much damage onto the alpha, but he regains that health right away. So much damage onto the far side here. Good revitalize is being popped here. Look at that rotation from Sissy doing such a good poke onto the Angela. And a
But Xavier returning the poke, and we also saw earlier Faza using her flicker to get away from a dangerous position. I feel like a lot of the match will be a bit in that in that vein. You can see Faza now camping in the middle bush while H2O is looking for a gank on the top side.
definitely we are seeing so much aggression so early on from both sides here. Alpha being poked to death here. Will he be able to
However, he doesn't have
survive?
this fear of Alpha. He is trying to use his skills and back away. Nathan's second skill actually saved him there. Did you see that, Midnight?
I did not. I did see. I did not
Because
actually.
as the father was trying to go in with the Hilda, they both got pushed back by Nathan's second skill. Otherwise, they would have been able to secure the kill on the Alpha.
Alpha still
Such
does not have his ult online. So much pressure in the jungle, and it's only been 2 minutes. Turtle is up online, and we are seeing a quick follow up to the turtle here. Look at that. Look at that.
we can see all members of Devil's Order right now engaging in an invade, getting caught out, popping.
Dagger coming
Hilda popping
in
into
through
revitalize again, but
the
the first blood being
Blue team
taken by
hero has
Alpha,
been
who
slain.
goes in with his ultimate. Fredrin now looking to engage on the turtle.
Red team hero
Fasa
has
using
been
an
slain.
excellent
Red
ultimate
team hero has been slain.
Look
to
at that.
take down the Alpha.
Definitely, Dagger had such a good follow up and backup
Blue team has
for
slain
his
the turtle.
team, but that Faksa out was just too much there. But still, look how hard it is for Fasa to actually peacefully do one ult. Look at that damage onto that Fasa at that those few seconds.
Absolutely, but thankfully Faza managed to target lock the correct person and secure the kill before being taken down. We can see Angela going in for a little bit of an engage, but Floaty is there to zone away, still putting so much pressure onto Reboot in the jungle.
Definitely, they are playing very aggressively and just take down Dilshan right then and there. He was not able to use his flicker even here. Angela saves Reboot, but just nothing. Fasa secures that kill there. What a
Absolutely
great
beautiful
play.
play coming in from Devil's Order right there.
It's like they flipped a switch. Look at this aggression we did in this last game.
But
Where
that's
was
also because of the picks, isn't it? There is a
look
Hilda
at
and a Khalid on the side of Devil's Order. A
definitely.
excellent ultimate coming in again from the father
Red
uses
team
her,
hero
who
has
uses
been
her wings by
slain.
wings to
Red team
reposition
hero
herself and
has
use
been
the
slain.
ultimate.
Blue
Still
team
being
hero has been
secured,
slain.
two kills being secured by Devil's Order, but Dilshan manages to clap back and secure a kill on Khalid.
Definitely. Did you see the way Dagger was chasing that fast? The way way Dagger was chasing Cyanide, there's such great defensive play, like beautiful backing off, and he used such a great ult there.
Absolutely, we can see even Dilshan is being very much pressured. As much as they're pressuring the Alpha, they're now changing their sights onto the Xavier here.
Blue team has
The
slain the
second
turtle.
turtle of the game being secured by Devil's Order, who secure the turtle and then immediately rotate towards the top side.
Exactly, it's only been 5 minutes, and Devil's Orders has a 2k goal lead here, takes the kill onto the Alpha, the jungler, and I feel like there is so much pressure coming onto Reboot right now. Look at that aggressive play, how Zainite takes base.
Yes, absolutely. And actually, Kiki was the one who secured the kill on the Alpha, isn't it? And the amount of pressure that came into the gold lane just now, Devil's Order is playing even more aggressively than the last game, you guys. They are trying to deny H2O from doing absolutely anything.
Exactly, Alpha is having such a hard time. Look at that.
Asa using her ultimate once more to zone out the Xavier from his lane.
Sending him back to base here. We saw the second Devil's Order, saw the Alpha. They will burst him down. You need to play very carefully here. Not even Angela can save them right now.
Absolutely. They are playing in a level of aggression where Angela is unable to really make an impact in the game, and even Nathan is having a hard time farming at the moment. So is Xavier.
Look,
And we
look at
both know that Xavier and Nathan are late game heroes. They really need
Definitely.
their farm.
Look at the positioning from Devil's
team
Order.
turret
They
has
are
been
hunting
destroyed.
in their enemy jungle. This is absolutely insane gameplay coming in from Devil's Order. Such a flip in gameplay styles.
Reboot has now been forced to go over to the bot side in order to secure a little bit of farm or whatever farm he can manage. Dagger manages to shut down the Faza, much needed advantage on the side of H2O, while Devil's Order is chunking down on the second turtle. And we can see a huge fight taking place right there. As soon as the turtle is secured by Devil's Order, they also secure Dilshan's kill.
Definitely look at that Roma doing so much damage onto the jungler right there, forcing Reboot to back off, but he will be going down here.
And we can see he had a great follow-up coming in from his team. All 5 members came for the follow-up to secure the kill on Reboot.
Kill after kill, Devil's Order is securing their hunting Hyper Reborn one by one. This
Yes.
is actually insane.
Absolutely. It looks like there is no space for H2O to breathe in this match.
Definitely, like actually so much aggression. I don't think they have time to even have a thought in their head. They're getting
Honestly,
taken down one by one the second they are shown in the map.
we can really see H2O being choked out of any kind of farm or opportunity to farm that they can take. Devil's Order mobilizing in the mid, taking the first tier tower down.
Look at
Angela
that.
using her hard guard on Dagger, who has gone in for a huge team fight, but it's just 2v4 at the moment. And Dagger is taken down by CC.
Beautiful control from the Farsa right there. Waited till the perfect moment to use that flicker. Such great gameplay coming in from Cyanide. That was such high level thing. That was a really nice play from him.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
in that perfect ult, securing the kill onto the user.
And we can see that the first lord of the game is already about to spawn 9 minutes into the game, and Alpha is still level 10. while Fredrin is level 13.
Definitely, I think this will be a easy Lord 4 Devil's Order. Look at them walking in, and I think they will be able to secure um, the
An
secondary tower.
excellent ultimate coming in from Khalid with a follow-up by Father securing 2 kills. A killing spree being picked up by Fredrin. There is honestly no space to breathe in this match.
Definitely, the Nathan or the Angela pick does nothing for Devil's Order. We were so scared for them after seeing those two picks, those broken picks. How are they doing this?
And Khalid and a Hilda managed to turn the tables around. Is my is my take on this.
Definitely.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Look
Such
at the
good gameplay coming in from the Faza, honestly speaking. Ultimate coming in from Dagger. We can see CC's ultimate is on Dagger, but he manages to secure the kill on Khalid with 2 members of Devil's Order being chunked too low to keep going in the fight. They all decide to retreat.
beautifully backs off. They secured all the turrets except for 2 inhibitors. That is such a great push from one lord.
Absolutely, and it wasn't even a strong lord. It was still the first lord of the game. And they still managed to secure the inhibitor tower.
Definitely, that is such great gameplay. We saw that Fasa ulting early on, getting them space,
Yes.
getting them that space to get that tower. While beautiful Sissy are coming in, securing the kill onto Xavier and use on their beautiful follow up from all 5 members.
Xavier wasn't even able to flicker out of that one because of the ultimate that came in from Chichi. We
Definitely,
can
that curtain
see
call was a very good. They are going for the inhibitor. It's only 12 minutes and double kill secured.
an easy double kill secured by Faza, who then continues to take the tower down as well. Even though the dawning light lands on Floaty and makes him 1 HP, his stats are enough to vamp the HP back. We can see that the CC right now is on War Axe and Sea Halberd. Sea Halberd right now in this game is a very important pickup. Even the Faza's first item was a glowing wand. The Khalid's second item was a dominant ice, as so was Hilda's second item.
I was so scared for this Pasa. He's playing so well with only one death. The 716 KDA. Such a good gameplay from such a squishy hero in this match.
Absolutely, he's picked up an unstoppable now, securing the kill on Dagger. Easily popping his ultimate because of the 2 frontliners that are playing so absolutely disgustingly aggressive in this match too.
Definitely, this is a very fast-paced match. There was no slow poking. There was just hunting and kills one by one.
It almost feels like they are punishing the Angela pick in a way.
Definitely. Look at that Lord marching straight onto the base here. Alpha Alt onto 2 people here. Immediately goes down here.
Are they able to end the game with that? But no, they are able to. H2O is able to defend, but he manages to go for the minions. There was actually an interesting defense coming in from H2O. They managed to shut down the most important heroes of the game, but they lost the match to the minions. At the end of the game, everyone, we can see that Zionide has given us an exceptionally perfect performance on the Faza, picking up the MVP with a KDA of 827. We can see Dilshan is the MVP of the losing side. And we can see, honestly, I feel like the most important thing in a match against an Angela is picking up the anti heal as fast as possible. And we can see that Devil's Order, only all four members of Devil's Order managed to pick up anti heal, with only the jungler staying away from it. And that makes a lot of sense because he's the jungler. He needs to be able to pick up on the utility items. But excellent building parts coming in from both sides.
Definitely.
um,
Well said.
yes, yes, but the fact that they denied the alpha of so much farm in the early game really set back H2O in this game, as well as after setting him back in his farm, they immediately moved on to securing kills on the Xavier and trying to pressure the goal lane as much as possible. Even though Uchi gave us an extremely good performance under that much pressure with a KDA of 104, he was not able to farm to a point where he could make an impact in the game. And by that point, it was way too late.
Definitely. From the side of picks, we did think Hyper Reborn had a bigger advantage, but Devil's Order just proved them wrong. That the players, like the play styles, and they did go in for a very tankier uh, team here. With they did make Fasa their code here.
Yes, they really did. They played around the Faza. The Khalid and the Hilda was so aggressive. It really opened up the space and position for Faza to be able to use her ultimate.
Definitely, they were protecting the Fasa with their lives, and yes, they the Fasa had really good follow-ups with every single of the teammates here.
Absolutely.
The
He
Khalid
was
al
always there for
Khalid
the
al
most impactful plays. He was always there ready with his
definitely,
ultimate.
definitely. Such quick-faced team fights. I feel like I didn't even feel the match. It was so fast-paced. They were chasing one after another, taking one tower after another, invading one buff after another. They did not give Hyper Reborn a break.
Absolutely. They really did not give Hyper Reborn any kind of break, any kind of breathing space, any kind of opportunity. They completely denied Hyper Reborn of that game.
That was such good. I feel like that's really good communication and team play, like how they all played together. This was not just one hero, like all, like everything, every skill mattered here. The curtain call, the Khalid ult, it was,
Yes.
there was such good combos coming in from Devil's Order.
Yes,
It
the
was
Khalid ult
deadly.
landing on three people followed up by Faza's ult is like, I mean, how do you, how do you recover from that? How can you
Definitely.
escape from that? And the CC ults that denied the Xavier's flicker. How do you get away from that?
Definitely. Such good communication and such good team sync.
Yes, such good team sync. Honestly, extremely commendable. And with that, we have gone into game number 3 of this match series between Hyper Reborn and Devil's Order. You guys, you are here with me, Kitty Nona, and joined with by my side is Midnight.
Your team is banning.
Guided by Lantern's light.
You've currently joined us on the Echoes of Destiny tournament, powered by Monarchy and in partnership with Team
No one can
Genesis.
escape my
We
iron
can
Your
fist.
team
see
is
H2O
banning.
banning out the Jushin first, and Devil's Orders sticking to their guns and banning the Badang.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make
Your
some
team
noise for
is
yours
banning.
truly.
I
And with
think,
that,
yeah, Sissy was such an annoyance. Sissy is being banned by Hyper Reborn here.
yes, absolutely. But basically, Sisi, what we thought was going to happen to the Faza is actually what ended up happening to the Xavier instead. And that was thanks to the Sisi.
Definitely Sissy did keep diving
Even the
onto the
strongest of
backline and
Your
turds
getting
failed
team
to
is
claim
down
banning.
me.
those squishy heroes right there.
And with that, we see Devil's Order banning out the Bane again. In game number one, we saw Bane giving an excellent performance on the side of H2O in the hands of Reboot.
My kiss. Your
Alice
team
being
is
banned
banning.
by H2O. Again, another excellent performance that came in on the side of Devil's Order with an Alice jungle. What do you think now, what do you think now, Midnight? What do you think will happen in this last match of the series? Do you think that Devil's Order will be able to maintain that same level of aggression, or do you think that H2O will come up with a clapback?
Very interesting matches from both sides. The way they play, I feel like Hyper Reborn is more of a push and tower focused team,
It
while
is better to be
Devil's Sword is
feared
more of
Your
a
than
team
team
is
loved,
fight
picking.
if you
objective,
cannot both.
Lord Turtle focused team. So these are completely two different styles meeting together. We saw how they kept picking team fights one after another, not giving Hyper Reborn any chance to get the pushes.
Absolutely. That second game really created a huge disadvantage for H2O and let Devil's Order gameplay style really shine through.
Definitely, Aemon is being banned here,
From the
Angela,
forge of
and the net
creation,
Your
is
team
I
is
am the
open.
picking.
But
bastion of
we are
order.
going for a Gato first pick, which is interesting with all those meta heroes open to take.
Yes, right now we can see that the Nathan, the Angela, Lance, even YSS, by the way. I don't
Oh,
think, yes, even the
YSS
YSS is
is open.
open in this match.
YSS is open to take. I'm pretty surprised why Reboot did not go for that pick, while Gato is
See
not that
value
much of
in
a
me?
popular pick to be taken
You
right
Payback
now.
should.
Your team
I
is
feel
picking.
like Devil's Order is going for a similar pick from the last match. They want to keep that synergy, they want to carry on that
Have that
energy to
aggression.
this match as well. But without the sissy, will they be able to give that same pressure?
I don't know. Let's see how it plays out. Maybe they'll be able to pick up on a carry. We can see Reboot showing
Light
us an
me up
Akai pick,
and
a
watch
dagger
the
locking
world
onto the X-Bog
burn!
who was previously banned out. Let's see what happens. We already have now an answer to the Fredrin with the X-Bog. What kind of gameplay will they be giving us?
Now
We don't
Kai
know
enters
yet,
the
but we
scene.
are quite
Your
excited to
team is
see.
picking.
As of yet, still to this moment, the Angela, YSS, and Nathan are all open to both sides of the team.
Definitely. And 1-1 as well. I think
But I feel like right now in the laning phase, 1-1 is difficult to play out. Mostly because the Obsidia is open as well, and the Obsidia makes it extremely difficult for the 1-1 to be able to play.
that is very true, Kitty. I feel like, do you think they will go for the Khalid pick to match
I don't
that
know.
game
I'd
from
love to
last
see
game?
that same level of aggression coming in from Devil's Order. I mean
Experience the
Your
that
euphony of
was
team is
suffering.
mind-boggling
banning.
gameplay. Honestly, it was so fast-paced.
We are seeing Floaty on the Granger.
Oh, it looks like he's taking a book out of the
Come
first
and
game
join
and
me
he's
in my
Your
choosing to
team
dream
stick
is
world.
banning.
with the Granger for this match. We can see the Lunox getting banned out.
Sun
They're
rises
hoping
when
for
I give the
no
Your
word.
team
more
is banning.
chunking down of utility junglers in this in this last final
Plus,
game of the
oh,
series.
are there
Your
With that,
two
we
team
can see
is
the
greatest
banning.
Khalid being
inventions?
banned out. H2O really doesn't want the same level of aggression coming at them anymore, and they seem to have identified how that aggression was possible, and they have banned out the Khalid. And with that, they Devil's Order has decided to ban out the Angela.
Finally, Angela is being
Finally.
banned here. I feel like Khalid is such a good ban. I feel uh, in the last game, in the early game, Kali did so much damage onto the Alpha,
Horology
slowing
is my
his
Your
craft.
team
farm
is
Diggy is my
picking.
name.
immensely down. I feel like that was the turning point of the whole match, with that Khalid coming and poking and not
Absolutely. Even though the Khalid was only the EXP, instead of going to his respective lane, he decided to go for the invade and he chunked down on the Alpha so much. It was absolutely a surprise for H2O.
definitely. It was like he did not have a lane at all. He was the second roam of that game. He did so much while taking care of his lane there.
Absolutely agreed, Midnight.
We are seeing
And
a
we can
Diggy
see
Your
ban.
team is picking.
a digi ban is extremely like it's sound mostly because the Akai and the Gatot Kacha is there. And I feel like that H2O right now is trying to make a team around the Akai and the Gatot Kacha. So banning out the Digi makes a lot of sense because the Digi would completely derail whatever they're trying to do, right? We can see a Thamus being picked up by Dark Return on the side of Devil's Order. Thamus right now is a very interesting hero. He has so much sustain and he makes it absolutely impossible for squishy heroes to run away from him once he's in your face.
Definitely. I feel like Thamus is a pretty strong pick
It's
right
my
now
way
in
or
the
the
meta.
This
highway.
time,
Excited to see
the
how they
choice
Your
is
will be
team
mine.
is
playing
picking.
this Thamus. Will Thamus be coming onto the buffs and invading, trying to poke while taking care of his lane as well? Or will we be seeing more of a lane based play from this Thamus?
Yes, and
True
from
love
H2O, we can
is like
see
blood.
two very late game heroes being picked out as their final two picks, a Xavier and an Ixia. Both highly dependent on their farm and both highly dependent on their skills. Let's see what kind of gameplay we are going to get. Devil's Order takes their final Carmilla pick, which will be very interesting to see a Carmilla landing her curse of blood onto the Akai if she can. Um, what do you think, Midnight, about this Carmilla pick?
Interesting pick with a Gato and a Kai, and I think we will have to see if I think mostly Camila can only land his ult onto Ixia and Xavier. We'll
If
see
he's
if he
able to get that far, though.
right. I don't think Akai will be Akai will let that happen. Akai will probably not let anyone dive into the backline with his ult
Yes,
online, pushing
that's
everyone
true, but
away.
that's true, and it looks like Devil's Order has also been deprived of their extremely aggressive gameplay that came up from the Hilda and the Khalid. So let's see what kind of gameplay they're going to give us instead in this final match. I'm very curious to see how they're going to play this out. We can see the game has already started. The Fazar's trying to chunk down on Nikki's HP bar,
We did
and it's
see
having
that.
quite a lot of impact as well.
Definitely, we are not seeing that much of a aggression early on in the game as we saw before. Also, we have to remind you this is a best of three series. This is the third match. Both teams have won. One match is each, and the team who wins this match will
We'll be winning the entire series for tonight.
yes. So we can see both teams are playing pretty slowly.
Yeah, and we can see that Kamila has actually picked up on an encouraged roam in this game. The MM that they have on their side is a Granger, so I'm not really understanding the encouraged roam pickup. Cyanide with that getting taunted and being forced to pop out his flicker using his wings by wings to reposition. Granger securing first blood on Nikki, but then uses the flicker to go back to the lane and secure his farm. Honestly speaking, I'm not. I'm the fact that the Kamila has picked up on an encouraged roam is very questionable for me. They don't really have any attack speed heroes. We all know that Granger is more of a skill based hero than an attack speed hero. And with that, there is a kill being taken by Reboot.
Kamila
Kamila
does
going
get
down.
picked off there, and a lot of damage on two Fredrin here from the Gato and Akai. I feel like Akai is a really good pick against Fredrin. You
Yes,
can just push up. Definitely, Akai is also very good in taking objectives as well. You can push the enemy to the side or stun them while taking turtle. Turtle is secured by Devil's Order. Fredrin and Fasa's ult is taken on by Dagger here. Such a great kill from him, but he does immediately goes down there.
yes, he was very relentlessly going at the Faza, isn't it? As much as Dark Return was very relentlessly going at Reboot, actually. We can see a very good level of aggression coming in from Reboot. However, he popped his ult a little bit too early before the turtle spawned, even in order to secure the kill on Carmilla, and he did not have his ultimate available for the turtle. They ended up losing it to Devil's Order. We can see now a small gank being positioned on both sides.
I
I
think
don't think.
there's the issue with the match. The chat is saying that they can't see the live. We can only hear the sounds, it seems. Can we check onto it, please?
Yes, let's. And while they're checking on that, the match is still ongoing. A beautiful ultimate going used by Cyanide in order to secure Nikki's kill. Nikki right now sitting on a 0-3-0 KDA.
Definitely. I think the chat is imagining the match listening to our cast, so we'll do our best to give a play by play.
Yes. Um, we
Good
can see
initiative.
again the feathered airstrike targeting Xavier. This cyanide is really not allowing Dilshan any kind of mobility or chance to play this match. Even in the last game, the Faza completely denied the Xavier from playing the match.
Can we please look into the I feel like
Let Is it still there?
yes, the stream is not showing. Okay. The turtle is being spawned and is being taking.
And
Ulti
with that,
from
a heavy
Fire.
spin, a beautiful heavy spin coming in from Reboot. But even though he used his red reactor, Faza managed to secure the turtle for the side of Devil's Order.
Definitely such a great steal coming in from Devil's Order, denying Hyper Reborn the turtle there, even with Ult and Retri online.
Absolutely. I'm very impressed by both teams. They both have such good levels of aggression, but we can see like a little bit more synergy and trust, a bit of a more trusting gameplay coming in from the side of Devil's Order in this game.
The Uchi being picked out again. Reboot too late to save him here. And I think the Kamila be picked up here. Curse of Blood misses. Wasted ult. But Fredrin coming into the backside. Will Nikki get picked off here? He backs off safely.
Fredrin going in for the taunt on Dilshan, but Dilshan manages to flicker to the safety of the tower. Another skirmish, just as the previous one ended, was about to break out with the Xbox, but then both teams have decided to disengage. Both teams are now mobilizing towards the mid lane. We can see really good rotations coming in from both sides. The next turtle of the game is going to be spawning in 20 seconds. It
None
looks
of
like
the
Nikki
towers.
is Nikki is being punished, I feel like, for his first with Gato. But as I said, that he manages to land a beautiful avatar of the Guardian on Faza on Cyanide and secures the kill on Cyanide as well.
Definitely. Floaty secures the kill on two Uchi there in his 1v1, and Turtle is being spawned and he's in the advantage of Devil's Order right now.
Yes, because it looks like Devil's Order doesn't have their mage available. Sorry, no, yeah.
Red team has slain the turtle. Red
I just
team's
had a
turret
brain
has
surgery
been
moment midnight.
destroyed.
I forgot what happened just now.
Yeah,
Lol.
definitely. ICU happens all the time. So yeah, we are seeing a good push from Frederick coming on to Dilshan. No one's
But
able
his
to secure
appraiser's
him.
rat missing an excellent ultimate being used by Ikea securing the kill on Granger. Curse of Blood not really landing that much. Nikki using an excellent guardian of the avatar, but then instantly gets taken down.
Definitely, curse of blood onto one person does not do that much. We are seeing a last insanity pop here and getting a double kill onto Faza,
And Carmilla and Appraiser's Wrath popping the Xbox
Red team hero has
Immortality,
been
followed by an
murdered.
Ixia's ult.
Red team turret
Xavier
has been
securing the kill
slain.
on Fredrin and Ixia securing the kill on Thamus. My goodness, Midnight. It looks like this match is a little bit more similar to the first match of the series, isn't it? Both teams are a little bit more evenly matched. Even the goal lead was just exactly equal, and
Red
then
team turret has been
changed a little bit
destroyed.
in favor of H2O just now.
definitely right now Devil's Order. The players went down one by one during each fight. There,
Red team
beautiful
turret has been
gameplay and
destroyed.
follow up from Hyper Reborn here.
We can see that Fredrin has decided to build a brute force armor as his first item, and Gatot Kacha, I would like to mention, has built his first item as dominance, which I don't really recommend right now in this meta for roamers to build their first item as dominance.
Two players here. Frederick does a lot of damage here, killing spree from Xberg, and Frederick backs off pretty low here.
Yes, that was a very good engage from both sides with only their roamer or with only Devil's Order roamer being lost. But the Lord has spawned the first Lord of the game. And we can see H2 a little bit slow to
Blue team
respond
turret has
even though
been
they had
destroyed.
the advantage over the Lord just now.
Definitely, there is not much of a goal lead around 1k. Uh, Reborn has taken 3 towers while Devil's Order has taken 2 here. Both teams are ready for this first load.
You can see
I
Nikki going in to check the push, but then he's instantly caught out. He uses a clutch, revitalize an avatar of the Guardian to save himself, and then is now recalling to base. You can see Reboot in position to get information for his team, acting as the second roamer of the team, Midnight. You can see
was that
Carmilla
a
going in.
mistake? Was that a mistake from Nikki's side? A wasted ult and a revitalize here. A Faza ult is being popped. Reboot going straight on to the Faza here, and Fredrin diving into the backline, taking down Dilshan and killing free taken from Reboot here, securing the kill on Cyanide.
But it looks like 3 members of the H2O's team are now down, and Devil's Order has the advantage in the Lord pick. And Isia popping an excellent ult using the movement thingy wheel to move closer to the Lord, trying to steal it, but is unable to. Killing spree being secured by Granger, and the Lord secured by Devil's Order.
Good try for the Lord Steal from Uchi coming there, but
That was a very interesting gameplay from Uchi, honestly, to steal the Lord.
definitely Devil's Order did not let that happen here. We remember last time from the first Lord they managed to get all secondary towers with only the inhibitors remaining, as in the second match we saw they were able to get an inhibitor as well. So I'm looking forward to see how much of a push they can take from this first lord who is very weak.
Absolutely, but I feel like it's going quite well. They managed to secure a bot second tier tower, and now they are all mobilized in the middle lane. Granger got caught to save his second skill quite nicely. Reboot popping his heavy spin, but not able to land or make an impact with it much. Nixia's ultimate making more of an impact in this team fight.
Definitely, Ixia is doing so much right now. She has a Sky Piercer online with 41 stack, which will be pretty scary the more kills she gains.
Yes, and just going back to the builds a little bit, as I was saying some time ago, I saw that the Gatotracha had picked up a Dominance Ice as his first item. And he was sitting on a 0-3-0 KDA in the early game. In my opinion, a Dominance Ice as a first item for a Roma is not very advisable because as a Roma, you need to be able to take the damage that comes in from the enemy team, and you can't really do that with a dominance ice as your first item. Meanwhile, Dilshan built an enchanted talisman and lightning truncheon as his first two items, and then went for a glowing wand. It's still questionable why this Kamila has an encouraged roam because all it does really is increase the attack speed of heroes. And as I said, that reboot lands an very perfect heavy spin on Floaty, securing the kill on him.
Late
Appraiser's Wrath
ult,
chunking down the Ixia, forcing him to flicker out,
late ult
while
by Thamur.
Thamur takes down sneakily the bot inhibitor tower.
That is such a good gameplay from Thamur's player. Dark Critter there. That inhibitor will do so much in team fights with that lane pressure giving so much more annoyance to Hyper Reborn.
Absolutely, Midnight. And with that late pressure, H2O has been forced to back away from the Lord with only Nikki and Reboot there. But they have seem to have got Reboot's position. And he has been forced to use his heavy spin trying to get away. An avatar of the Guardian being popped by Nikki also to get away with daggers trying to poke the enemies as much as possible and delay the Lord.
The two most important ults being popped, I don't think they will be able to contest this Lord here, and Lord is being easily taken by Devil's Order.
And just like that, it looks like Devil's Order is always one step ahead in this match, not letting the Akai use his heavy spin at the most vital moments, but instead forcing it out earlier. Devil's Order now securing the second Lord of the game.
This will be a pretty hard load to defend. I want to see some of these Kamila's ults hitting with the like maybe a 4-5 man ult would be really nice to see with the Fasa ult and Fredrin stun. So I'm excited to see how this team fight will turn out.
Honestly speaking, Midnight, more than the Kamila gameplay, I'm really looking forward to Fredrin Faza, Granger, and Thamus's gameplay. I feel like they're doing really a lot for the team right now.
Definitely, they have done so much. The Fasa and the Thamus as well. Floaty with his 6 kills, playing pretty aggressively and doing really good damage onto tanky Reboot as well.
Yes, and we can see the Feather Strike landing. A heavy spin again being forced out by Devil's Order. Granger retreating and recalling to base. The Lord already has been defended on the bot side by Ixia. A beautiful dawning light catching the recalling Faza, making it more difficult for the Faza to recall and forcing her to a different position. And now she's actually rethinking her decision whether she should even recall or not.
Definitely, I think Devil's Order, they were not able to get any of the towers with that second load. That was a really great defense coming in from Hyper Reborn. Beautiful Ixia alt and those combos saved and defended really nicely.
Yes, absolutely. And we can see that the Kamila just picked up an antique cuirass, an extremely vital item against the Xbox.
Definitely, and we are seeing this. We are seeing Samus trying to do that sneaky push again, trying to get the inhibitor on the top lane while the
And and while we are looking forward to that, there is Evangeline trying to distract the dagger from going to the top side and defending that lane and causing a distraction towards H2O. The third lord of the game is about to spawn in 3 seconds with Devil's Order already in position. Meanwhile, only Reboot and Nikki are really in position to try to contest this lord.
definitely good lane pressure, even
Blue
from
team
Devil's
turret has
Order,
been destroyed.
giving that pressure onto the towers, forcing them to back out and save their turrets. They are
Red team has slain the Lord.
A dawning light coming in to try to steal the Lord, but it misses. Avatar of the Guardian being used, but it's way too late. Curse of Blood landing on 4 people of H2O. Ixia's ult trying to zone Devil's Order out of the team fight. The
this
only
is
casualty in this team fight was Nikki, isn't it?
yes, they did manage to back out and save themselves for this load fight. It would have been a big disadvantage if they lost any more members during this load defense.
Absolutely.
The third lord is marching down in the bot lane. Will Devil's Order be able to do anything? Will they be able to get all the inhibitors? Will they be able to get this base? Will they be able to win this best of 3 series tonight? With
That is the
this
question
lord?
on all our minds as the Lord has now entered the enemy base tower, but a curse of blood lands on 2 people, even though Camus has been forced to retreat, being shut down. Carmilla Ixia securing the kill on the Carmilla and getting a killing spree as well. Dagger has been caught, has gone too deep, but manages to escape with his flicker and Tiraga armor. We
All
can
of
see
Devil's
Nikki.
Order members are pretty low with Carmilla out of the team fight as well here. Both teams are backing off such a great defense from Hyper Reborn. Did you see that this is the third load? They only lost one inhibitor.
Yes, it looks like Devil's Order is having an extremely difficult time pushing in and ending the game. It maybe they could focus their resources more on taking down the inhibitors first without trying to end the game as soon as possible.
Definitely, they are more focused on the team fight rather than the tower push.
A feather airstrike focusing on Xavier, but Avatar of the Guardian trying to catch the feather airstrike and cancel it does not land on anyone. He is now trying to get away. Nikki is trying to get away. Meanwhile, Reboot manages to land a heavy spin onto 2 people. Slowly flickers out before he gets in on it.
Beautiful follow up from Uchi here, but is not able to do much here. Does get the kill on 2 Thamus here, and with the Lord online, Devil's Order
I
is
feel
being
like
back
Reboot
off.
dying here was extremely disadvantageous for H2O because now the Lord has spawned and Devil's Order seems to have a huge advantage now.
Definitely, it was a free load. Almost a free load. Nikki really trying there. That was a really good Avatar of the
Avatar of the
yeah,
Guardian.
really good timing, but
Yes.
Yeah, Evangeline's Retri was just that much better.
Yes, he managed to dash out of the Avatar of the Guardian range and then retrieve the last moments. That was extremely good foresight coming in from Evangeline. Lord now marching down the top lane with all minions marching down the other two lanes as well. We can
Definitely,
see so much lane pressure.
this will be
Midnight
a
coming in from
very
Devil's Order right now.
this will be a very hard defense. They will be losing their inhibitor almost immediately, and this will be a very hard. Sam was taking so much damage early on to the team fight. Heavy spin landing onto the Frederick, but just nothing here. And we can
Team
see
Hero
Greater
has been
taking so much
slain.
damage onto Uzi. No one is hitting
And with that,
anybody.
Evangeline is doing his best to end the game. He's only hitting the base while the rest of the team is scrambling to kill H2O. And with that, we have Devil's Order winning the match, winning the best of three series against Hyper Reborn. You can
Definitely, Evangeline was fully locked into that base, even though you can't really do that much of
much
push
with a
damage
Fred dream, but he was
from
doing
Fred.
it.
He was just sticking onto the base, like, yeah, like I need to do this. That was
Yes.
such a great focus.
It was an excellent gameplay coming in from Evangeline, and he also is the MVP of that match. We got some really good appraisers wrath coming in from from player Evangeline, and he made some really game changing plays as well. May shout out to the rest of the team as well. They did such a good job of trying to bait Reboot's heavy spin and making it impossible for Dilshan also to play the match. Um, yeah. What do you think, Midnight?
That was such a great match. We couldn't really say s- uh, which side was going to win until the last moment, because the early game was s- pretty
Quite
much
equalized. It was the early game and mid game were quite equalized, and it's only after the Lord that again we saw H2O getting pressured, but in game number one, H2O was pressured in the same way, and they managed to make a comeback from it. So I guess we were also waiting for that comeback. Unfortunately, H2O was not able to make a comeback in this game number three. Devil's Order gave the finishing touch.
definitely they went on to load again and again at a stretch. Hyper Reborn was not allowed to take one single load there. They had really good team sync and communication. The way they baited the heavy spin and went for the objectives, that was really good gameplay coming in from the Devil's Order side.
Absolutely. Devil's Order side honestly had very, very good communication, very good team play, very good micro skill management, very good spell management, very good build management. And also,
Except for the Camila encourage.
except for that, Kamila encouraged, yes. And also, they finally managed to make a successful follow through.
Definitely. Congratulations, Devil's Order, for your win in this series tonight.
Serious?
That was a really, really good gameplay.
Yes, that was an excellent
Against one
gameplay.
of the strongest teams in Sri Lanka.
Yes, absolutely. That was an excellent match to watch. It was actually a delight to watch. There were so many head spinning moments. There was so much aggression. There was so much gameplay that came in from both sides. GG, well played. You're here with me, Kitty Nona and Midnight. We just finished casting the Echoes of Destiny match against with Hyper Reborn against Devil's Order, with Devil's Order securing a 2-1 victory. This tournament is powered by Monarchy in partnership with Team Genesis. Thank you so much for coming and watching the live with us tonight. Um, that's me, Kitty Nona, and Midnight. Now signing out.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
The horizon pulls me closer, a whisper in the wind. The map is blank before me. Where do I begin? No fear of what's uncertain. The unknown feels like home. With every step I'm finding a place I've never known. Let's go where no one has ever been. A world unseen beneath our skin. Through endless skies, we'll break the chain. Uncharted lands will claim them all. Rise like tides and let it fall. Just endless sea. Come drift with me. Come drift with me. Through endless skies, we'll break the chain. Uncharted lands will claim them all. Rise like tides and let it fall. Just endless seas. Come drift with me. Come drift with me. Oh.